So you might be wondering why I'm in a different setting today. You might be asking, Richard, where's the beautiful LED lights? Where's the fancy plants? Well, my answer to you would be the plant is my mother's, and today we are doing a special edition of unboxing. Oh, I got this. Let's get started, shall we? So before we get started, you might be asking yourself, how did you get a box like this? Well, story time. So in the beginning of November, I reached out to FaberCastell because they were doing a couple collaborations with some big artists within the hyperrealism field. So I sent them a message like, hey, I did this too, check me out. And a couple days later, they actually replied. And after a couple months of talking back and forth and a couple proposals later, FaberCastell was like, you know what? We will sponsor your next project. But not only that, we will give you the supplies. So this is where this comes into play. I received this package a couple days ago and I'm really excited to open it. You know, thank you FaberCastell for doing everything, and I'm not sure what I'll be expecting, but I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be a lot of drawing supplies. So let's get into it. I'm so excited. Ooh. So this is the first thing that we have right now. So this is the FaberCastell 26-piece Pip Graphite set. You know, it includes everything that an artist might need: pencils, a little brush for mixing or painting if you want, a kneaded eraser, a blender, pencil sharpeners, erasers. So this is an amazing all-in-one kit for any artist that wants to draw. I think I had something similar to this when I first started doing art seriously, so this is super exciting. It's such a nostalgic memory for me as well. It brings back so many memories of the artworks that I used to make. Honestly, it could have just given me this and I would have been happy. But we've got an entire box to go through, so let's see what's next. So there's a giant thing here labeled handle with care, so I think I'm gonna leave that for last. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so here we have two sets of FaberCastell 9000 set, all the way from 5H to 5B, which is around the range that I use. I use a lot of 2B, 4B, and 2H in my works. As some of you might know, I like to layer my artwork, so having a really wide range of pencils really helps. And these are extremely high quality pencils that can last you for a really long time. I think these were the smaller sets that I had in my childhood that I mentioned earlier. Two of them. Put that aside. So I'm extremely excited for this next one. The Pip Graphite Mat is something that they just came out with, I think, 5 months ago, October if I remember right. That's actually one of the reasons why I reached out, because I saw that they came out with doing this new product and I was like, hey, I have a new exciting project coming up. Hey, let me do something with this. So for those of you that don't really know what these do, normally when you're doing artworks, especially with graphite, one of the biggest problems with the material is the graphite sheen, which happens when you press the pencil too hard or you layer it too hard and it starts to shine, which is really a pain when you're trying to document your artworks or trying to record videos, which I do a lot. And these are essentially a combination of graphite, pastel, and charcoal, if I remember correctly. So this is a product that feels like a pencil, which is a product that I am very familiar with, and it aims to eliminate one of the biggest weaknesses with the material itself. So I'm really excited to try this out. I'm kind of ashamed to say that I haven't tried it out yet. It's been a couple months, but I was just waiting for my new project. I've heard so many good things about this, and I'm definitely gonna do a review video on this in the future, so look out for that. Again, two of them. Let's see what's in this one. Okay, so first, erasers. Everyone needs these. So first of all, erasers. We got both the hard kind, which is really good for harsh edges, and kneaded erasers, which I did not know come into different colors. I've only had gray ones in the past, so I'm really excited to try these out. I'm kind of curious to see if they'll keep the same color after I use them for a while, because I know for the gray ones, you use them for a long time and they turn into this dark, nasty gray, so these might do the same. We'll see. Next we have mechanical pencils in 3 different sizes: 0.35, 0.5, and 0.7. So I remember when I was a kid, when I was learning drawing, my teachers would often discourage me from using mechanical pencils, and they wanted me to use regular pencils like these, especially for drawing, because normal pencils like these give you more texture and it's easier to blend and it's just overall more professional, whereas mechanical pencils are sometimes more for office use or, you know, casuals. But for hyperrealism drawings, I like to use these for small details, and some of the thickness that I just cannot get with normal regular pencils no matter how much I sharpen them. So these definitely come in very handy. So next up we have paintbrushes of varying sizes. And some of you might be asking, hey, I thought you were a drawer, you don't paint. Little spoiler, I'm actually trying to learn painting right now because I've gotten so inspired by a lot of painters recently. But this has nothing to do with it because these are actually perfect for blending the drawings, blending the graphite with the paper or other graphite. So this is a really good tool for blending along with, you know, kneaded erasers, paper towels, your finger, and yeah. We have this, what is this? It seems like a pencil holder, which is extremely useful because I think every artist has had this problem. After they use a pencil for a really long time, they sharpen it, and over time it just gets shorter and shorter to the point where you're holding the pencil like this. So this is the perfect tool for that solution. It extends your pencil so you can just keep on using it. So it kind of prevents waste and it uses up every single last of your pencils. Alright, what next? So these are the white Pip pastel pencils. There's not much to say about them except they're really amazing for highlights. A lot of times after you put a layer of graphite down, it's really difficult to fully erase the paper to its original color. And in hyperrealism, one of the important techniques about drawing is contrast. It's really good to have a really wide range of darks and lights, so this really brings out the highlights. So last of all, these are Tortillons, or am I pronouncing that right? Tortillons? But I just call them paper stumps. They're essentially paper that's rolled up and you use them to blend your drawings, and they work extremely well with graphite. So the last item in the box, candle with coal. Let's see what it is. Don't want to break it. I'm so excited for this. Ooh. Oh, seems like it's a box. Oh, it's a suitcase. Fancy. Look. Please don't fall. Wow, this is like a briefcase. Fancy, fancy. Wow. Seen this? At this point, FaberCastell is just flexing on us. So this is essentially everything that's here, and they just doubled everything, and we're like, here you go. It's got everything in the 9000 series. It's got the charcoal, it's got the kneaded eraser, the blender, the pencil sharpener, the erasers. What is this? Oh, this is a fancy knife too. Wow, this is unbelievable. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to use up half of these. But the display is so gorgeous. Look. So I'm so happy to be getting these. I'm so excited to be starting my next project with these products, and again, thank you FaberCastell for supplying me with all these. This is like more than I can ever ask for. And for those of you that are watching, thank you so much for supporting me. And sometimes it gets really difficult to be an artist, and stuff like these makes me really grateful that I am going on the right direction. And I can't wait to show you what I can do with these materials. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe. It really helps on my channel. I'll definitely be doing material reviews for you in the future. So if you see any of these that you might want to see in action before you think about buying them, please reach out to me or comment, and I will try to give you a video on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.